Thank you. Obviously, a great ball game. I thought we played really well. I was pleased with our effort, for 9 innings. Got a great start out of Drew Lopich. Gave us all he could. Probably could have extended him maybe one more inning. He was at right about 100 pitches, and Trillard had good swings at him earlier in the game, so just felt like going with a different matchup there. And obviously didn't pan out. Donnie Sellers left a couple balls up, fell behind in some counts, and and obviously Clemson capitalized. A couple situational at bats we didn't execute. I thought, obviously came up big. I felt like we could have been up maybe 6-1. Second and third, nobody out, only scored 1. Bases loaded, 1 out, didn't score. So 2 big situations, and you're not always going to come through in those situations, but in tight games against good clubs, you've got to execute there. And then I thought Parker Dungy threw the ball great. I was really proud of the way he battled for us too today, and certainly gave us a chance to win. It's unfortunate that that the winning run came the way it did, but again, that's baseball. And that game should have ended with Will Craig at the plate one way or the other. The way I felt, I don't know if he was out or safe at first. I thought he was safe. Joey thought he was safe. Stewie thought he was safe, but it was certainly bang bang. I mean, it's one of those calls that could go either way. And just would have liked to see that game end with Will Craig at the plate one way or the other. It would have been a fitting end to a great ball game with 2 great ball clubs. So we wish Clemson all the best tomorrow, whenever they play, and obviously headed into the postseason.
Let's take questions for the student athletes. Start over here with Kip.
Yeah, Drew, what was your mindset coming in today, and how long did you think you had in you having pitched with your situation?
Well, I knew I had my outing against Louisville through 1 inning, so I was really gonna get a bullpen at night, but I had to come in the game and get some work in. I felt good coming in today, and I just knew I had to work down against these guys. Clemson's a very good hitting club. I just knew I could frustrate him. I stay low in his zone, I get too many good pitches, and just work from there.
Dan?
Will, could you talk about the need to pick yourself back up, get ready for the NCAA tournaments, and handicap your guys' chances, and you feel very, very confident that you actually are in?
I feel like we've done everything we need to do to get in, especially this past week. It's been, everybody's kind of like, kind of second guessing us, like whether we're in or not. And then with the win Tuesday and the win yesterday, and then obviously, tough game today, and I feel like we've pretty much solidified ourselves for a spot next week. And obviously, it's tough to end the way it did today, but we just got to pick ourselves back up. We're playing great ball, and couldn't ask for much more. Pitcher staff's doing really well, and we had one bad inning today, and other than that 1 inning, so we pretty much, I feel like we played better than the team, for the other 8 innings. But it's just one of those things we got to get back out there and go back to practice and keep doing what we're doing.
Hey, Will, talk about your at the plate the last 2 days. It seems like you're comfortable. You got a couple singles. Yesterday you hit a homer. Just talk about the last 2 days. You think you're in a groove for the next round?
I sure hope so. Yeah, I do feel a lot better to play. I felt really good the past, several weeks, pretty much since, day 1 of the season. I felt really good all year. I just, wasn't making a solid contact with the ball. But finally, I think I figured out, what I need to do to get myself back in, a good position to swing. So overall, I feel pretty good to play, and hopefully you can carry over the next several weeks.
Let's open it up for questions for Coach as well. Right here in the middle.
Will, just being a veteran on this team and being on this team for a couple of years, how much would it mean to you just to hear your team's name called on Selection Monday?
It's definitely, something I've always wanted. That's one of the reasons I came here was, be able to fight for a regional berth. And, for a chance to play the Omaha, that's always wants a chance. Gives us a chance. We're going to make the most of it, especially this year's team. Last year's team didn't make the postseason like we wish we would have, but this year's team is completely different. And, there's a bunch of guys that I don't want to my season end early with. So I want to take it as far as I can. And for us to give us a chance to wherever we're going to go. It's going to be whoever we have to play. It's going to be rough for them. I can go ahead and tell you that.
Come over back here to Dan.
Tom, I thought your Dunshee performance was really incredible. Was that a tough call bringing him in that situation? That's his first relief pitch appearance of the season.
It wasn't, you know, he wanted the ball, he really wanted the ball, he didn't want to go that long between outings, he didn't want to go Tuesday to Friday or Saturday, depending on how we pitch a regional, if we're lucky enough to get called. You know, it's something where, you know, he didn't feel comfortable sitting that long without pitching in competition, and that's just his nature. He wanted the ball in that situation, so we certainly wanted to go to him, you know, with the game on the line. We were hoping to turn, you know, basically we had it drawn up that he would throw the 8th and the 9th. We had to go to him an inning earlier than we wanted to because the game got tied. But, you know, our plan was to go 8 and 9 with him. You know, just unfortunately it just didn't, you know, we didn't score quite enough runs and had the 1 inning where, you know, again, that 4-pitch walk, I think that was the one that really, you know, against Green in that situation, you know, we can't walk him in that situation. We've got to make him beat us with the bat there.
Tom, talk about Jerry's performance today. Yesterday, you used him as everybody in the bullpen against